Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan, and Doris Burks on the sideline as well. A contest between conference. Phillips Arena, Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Payton is out there with McLemore. And it's Young in the small forward position. The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26-15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them.
Now here's Howard. And there's the 3-second violation. Houston on D. Curry with it. Now Payton defending. Curry dishes to Millsap. And Curry, here we go. It's rebounded by Houston.
And I do remember that Mexico City game last year for the Rockets. A huge turnout for them. It felt like they were the crowd favorites. Still, you can't take anything away from their road performances last season.
Atlanta with the ball, following the score by Houston. Here's Plumlee, and he goes in for the dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Payton kicks to Howard. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's McLemore. They get the rebound. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Payton. There's a screen by Modiunas. Payton kicks to Howard. The second chance effort. Plumlee with the rebound.
And, you know, you think about the Rockets, as you mentioned. I mean, one reason they were so good on the road is their offense didn't miss a beat when they left Houston. When you can get to the line as much as they did, you remain consistent on the road.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Payton kicks to Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Korver. Millsap has the open look. And it's off from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Screen by Howard. Payton passes to Howard. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Howard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Millsap. It's on target from the high post.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Payton. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's a screen by Modiunas. Howard dishes to Payton. 5 on the clock. Shot off the screen. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Hawks leading by 3. Outside Curry. It's deflected. Young, right side. Pass to McLemore. No good on the triple.
And one thing about Ben McLemore, he can be an absolute lights-out shooter. Last season was a big improvement over his rookie campaign. Up in field goal, three-point, and free throw accuracy. Really just scratching the surface in terms of his potential.
Plumlee cannot hit. And Houston the other way now. Payton with the ball. Now defended by Warren. That evens the score. Young's got 7 points. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to New Orleans. Here's Warren. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Screen by Young. Payton gets to Modiunas. Plumlee with the steal. Now the dish to Korver. Out to the wing. Millsap a screen. Plumlee with a screen on Young. Warren the pass to Plumlee. Outside Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. Howard with the steal. Now here's Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Collison comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Lee's subbed in for T.J. Warren. Cunningham, he's checked in for Houston. Ginobili comes in for Ben McLemore. Cunningham. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Paul Millsap picks one up. Houston shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders. That was your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders. One more time, give it up.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Kings. Lee left side. Millsap a screen. The Hawks working the ball around. And stolen by Howard. And Young kicks to Howard. Ginobili outside. Another miss by Houston. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Curry dishes to Millsap. And stolen by Payton. Pass to Young. From deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Now here's Payton, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Payton kicks to Howard. Poked away. Down low. Here's Korver. Converts on the jumper for the easy two. Korver's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
They set the pick. Ginobili, that's for two. And he overshot that one, missing. The Hawks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Payton kicks to Ginobili.
Curry with the assist.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, last season the Hawks not only had a great year on the floor as they were the top seed. Eastern Conference, but they had a pretty good day at the bank too. They sold for a nice price. Looks like the team is going to stay in Atlanta where it belongs.
Yeah, and that's great news for Atlanta, and they were rewarded with a terrific season. A group, including Grant Hill, purchased the Hawks, and obviously will keep that group in Atlanta for many years to come.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Tawan Blair, he's checked in for Millsap, and it's Norris Cole in for Steph Curry. And the dunk by Blair.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fellas.
Here's Ginobili. Another miss by Houston. Here's Cole. Feeds to Lee. Collison with the screen for Lee. His three-pointer's off the mark. Rockets trailed by 3. Doubled by Lee. G passes to Ginobili. Brooks outside. Three-pointer. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Blair, the screen. And Cole kicks to Blair. Passes it to Cole. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Stripped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ginobili leading the charge.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Lee outside. And it's Korver in the corner. Collison with it. He's against Cunningham. Lee dishes to Collison. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Garcia, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. Houston in the lead. 1:09 left to play in the first. There's the pick. Kicks it to G. From deep. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lee passes to Cole. Collison kicks to Garcia. Here's Cole. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Capella sends it back. Brooks with it. Picked up by Collison. Ginobili outside. This one for three. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Ginobili against Lee. To stop the drought. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
That's his first personal
Lee's
foul.
got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
It's a score.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 2.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Curry is out there with Garcia. Then there's Warren. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Millsap in the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Gets to the corner and buries it. G's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Rockets.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
The Rockets shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Anderson a screen on Curry. There's a screen by Motiejunas. It's Ginobili outside. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And stolen by Garcia. Fast break, the Hawks. Poked loose. Ginobili with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ginobili leading the charge.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Brooks dishes to G. He feeds it to Anderson. The pass to Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. That's good. Ginobili's got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Millsap a screen on Brooks. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 3. And Ginobili. Here we go. Stolen by Warren. Curry against Anderson. Curry passes to Plumlee. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player. Has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
It's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. And the Hawks making a change here. Korver's checked in. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Houston. Brooks kicks to McDaniels. And some nice passing there by Houston. Motiejunas has the open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his post game, I think he could even go higher.
Curry dishes to Plumlee. Down low. Millsap kicks to Warren. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Warren's got his second basket of the game.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Deflects the pass. It's Curry outside. The shot, no good. So Houston will take it the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Brooks, the pass to McDaniels. He kicks it to G. The three. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry kicks to Warren. Plumlee trying to break loose. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Curry against Brooks. Anderson outside. Brooks outside. It's stolen by Korver. It's Curry with the drive. And it's Warren with the jam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Look at his contract, and Kyle Korver is a steal, Clark, at 4 years and $24 million.
Yeah, but he's a guy not only who can shoot it, clearly, but a good team defender as well. I think he's a really solid, complete player and a pro's pro in terms of the locker room.
Yeah, seems when he's on the floor, the Hawks a different team offensively.
No question.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And Corbett, not the longest or the most athletic, but he's disciplined and also moves his feet well. So they talk about staying on a string defensively. He's always attentive and engaged.
Atlanta making some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Plumlee. Blair comes in for Paul Millsap. And Lee's subbed in for T.J. Warren. The Rockets also changing it up. Howard's checked in for Monty Eunice. McLemore has come in for K.J. McDaniels. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Aaron Brooks. 3-on-3. Korver gets a wide open look. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's McLemore, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. McLemore's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
And Korver, a guy who'll set a hard screen, scrap for rebounds. He's come from a basketball family. You can sense, though, his love for the game. He wants to do the little things now that help you win, and that's one reason why he was an all-star a season ago.
Ridnour dishes to McLemore. Ridnour kicks to Anderson. Now here's McLemore outside. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Curry can't get it to go.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue, Meek, was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Houston, Montejunas is checked in for Anderson. Young comes in for G. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Luke Ridenour.
Shooting for Atlanta.
And, you know, for the Hawks last season, they ended with a 35-6 record at home, and that was the best in the East and the second best in the NBA.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And for the Hawks, it was a good year to get the city. No, take that. It was a great year to get the city talking about basketball again. And Atlanta hasn't always rallied behind this team, but boy, did they show up more than usual last season.
Lots of room. And there's McLemore on the assist by Payton. McLemore's got his second bucket of the night. Curry against Payton. Outside Curry. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Here's Korver for 3. That's good. Korver's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Curry passes to Lee. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Young outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Hollison's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Collison with a screen on Payton. They get it back. And a wide open look for Lee. A good-looking shot from the wing. Lee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
And, Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
The Hawks leading by 3. Right side Curry. And it's Korver in the corner. Now Plumlee. Here's Lee. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Hawks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
That one's in there. The Hawks' lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket for McLemore. Here's Cole. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They set the pick. Here's Korver for 3. Rockets with the rebound.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
The feed to McLemore. It's good. This game is all even. McLemore's got 9 points.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Cole dishes to Korver. And Plumlee kicks to Cole. Out to Lee. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The shot is off. So Houston will take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Dishes to McLemore. Back to Payton. Pass to Howard. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Cole. He dishes it to Plumlee. Off the pick. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Moniunas.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Garcia in for Kyle Korver. From deep, McLemore. Rebound, Atlanta. Millsap's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Millsap's got his third basket of the night.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Howard at the elbow. Millsap with the steal.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And he gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Atlanta lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Payton. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Atlanta. He hits both from the stripe. The Hawks leading by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Cole. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Payton. Moving it up. And it's slammed in by Young.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Young. 12-point, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Moniunas and Howard, the post pair. McLemore is out there with Elfrid Payton. And it's Young in at the 3-slot. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Korver. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And Kyle Korver enjoying a career renaissance, if you will, here in his 30s. A former late second-round pick. He's kicked around the league a little bit. He's really found his niche here in the motion offense of the Atlanta Hawks.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And McLemore kicks to Payton. The dish to McLemore. Howard with this screen on Curry. Got a piece of it. Monty Eunice.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
It's Curry with the drive. And he gets the bucket. A little background on Kyle Korver, drafted 51st by the Nets back in 2003. They sold his rights to the Sixers for a little over $100 grand and used the proceeds to pay for their summer league fee.
Well, that, and they also bought a new color copier for whatever that information is worth. It might sound like a mistake in hindsight, but I heard that machine is very reliable. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Millsap kicks to Curry. Millsap with it, picked up by Monty Eunice. Korver passes to Plumlee. The Rockets pull it in.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Like last season, we saw Monty Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And Monty Eunice actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Juwan Blair, he's checked in for Atlanta. Lee comes in for T.J. Ward. The Hawks leading. Blair is screen on Payton. It's Curry outside.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Howard with this screen on Curry. Payton kicks to Young. To tie. Offensive rebound. Howard misses. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And stolen by Payton. There's McLemore.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
6 to shoot. Here's Blair. And it's sent back by Howard. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Payton kicks to Howard. Back to Payton. Pass to Howard. Feeds it to Monty Eunice. 5 on the clock. Bank shot, no good. Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Curry kicks to Lee. Here's Blair. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Payton drives in. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
Under 6.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Curry. Outside for Millsap. And stolen by Payton. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The three from Korver. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Motiejunas has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
Millsap sets the pick for Curry. Millsap inside, working on Motiejunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry, and it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there, Craig, he's enjoying every second of the
Yes,
part.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collison's out there. The Rockets also changing it up. Cunningham comes in for Motiejunas. And it's Ginobili in for Ben McLemore. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Ginobili outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Ginobili's got 8 points.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. It seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
And stolen by Howard. Here's Young. Finishes the break with a slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Blair. Back to Lee. 6 to shoot. Blair is screen on Ginobili. Lee outside. They get it back. Young with the steal. Passes it to Cunningham. Back to Young. Kicks to Cunningham. Houston moving it around. Ginobili attacking. Young for 3. And it's good. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you can see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
Curry with a wide open look. That one's off, still out of sync.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
And if carrying the team during the regular season or Harden down, Greg, as you were talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
Right side, Collison. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brooks checked in. Here's Houston now. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Ginobili outside. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Ginobili's got 10 points in the game. And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that play.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factor in all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the NBA. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
You know, guys, getting back to Ginobili, the most concerning part about last year centers around his shooting. Down in field goal, three-point, and free throw percentage. Just could not find the mark all season long.
There's the three. It's hauled in by Collison. Collison's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Lee. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And looking forward for Ginobili, he may have to reshape his game a little bit. Less commotion overall to try and reduce turnovers. Maybe accepting more of a toned-down role versus the catalyst role that he's really enjoyed over the course of his career.
Here's Cole. Brooks covering. Lee dishes to Collison. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
That's good. 12 points for Ginobili.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Cole. Brooks covering. Plumlee, the pass to Cole. And that one's good. Cole's got 5 now.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Ginobili. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by G. It's Ginobili outside. Ginobili can't get that one to fall.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Here's Cole. He's covered by Ginobili. Ginobili with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ginobili leading the charge.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And the pass to Cole. He feeds it to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. And Garcia kicks to Cole. Shoots. And that one hits back iron. Rockets leading by 7. Here's G. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Collison with a screen on Brooks. And Cole kicks to Collison. Lee. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets lead by 9. And the final period of play just about to start.
I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now
the Hawks trail by 9. They've got Kyle Korver. Plumlee out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Warren, and it's Curry in the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Outside Millsap. They double-team Curry. From downtown, and there's Korver on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Brooks. And it's Houston with another.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Up top, Curry. Brooks covering. Millsap a screen on Brooks. Warren kicks to Plumlee. To the wing on the left. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And there's the feed to Moniunas. The fader. That one wide left.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor. Good. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Brooks kicks to Ginobili. There's a screen by Moniunas. Anderson can't get it to go.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Anderson is screen on Korver. Here's G. Just 5 on the clock. It's Ginobili outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hawks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Dishes it to Millsap. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
On defense, the Rockets. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Warren. Clock at 6. Pass to Millsap. He dishes it to Warren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Anderson is screen on Curry. Motiejunas sets a screen for Brooks. Anderson dishes to Motiejunas. Plumlee with the steal. Curry kicks to Plumlee. Back to Curry. There's the dish to Plumlee to tie it up. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Pass to Ginobili. They set the pick. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Basket by TJ
Warren, good.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Brooks, the pass to Ginobili. Anderson. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Double team on Millsap. Millsap a screen. Shot clock at 5. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 22 points for Steph Curry.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Timeout called the Rockets. T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League, and the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
For the Hawks, Nick Collison's checked in for Plumlee, and Lee's subbed in for Warren. And then for Houston, McLemore's checked in for G. McDaniels comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Aaron Brooks. To tie it up, here's Millsap. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Checking out the game Paul Millsap is having. 9 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Ridnour kicks to Anderson. Here's McDaniels. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And guys, KJ McDaniels, I think, has excellent defensive potential. I mean, his long arms and quick jump allow him to block a high number of shots for a two-guard. And his overall athleticism allows him to match up against twos and threes. Offensively, though, he really needs work on practically every measurable skill.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Rockets. Payton comes in for Luke Ridnour. Lee, that's good. Rockets trail. Payton outside. Motiejunas a screen on Curry. McDaniels passes to Howard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Getting back to McDaniels, a high second-round draft pick in last year's draft.
And, Kevin, you know, he was outperforming that draft spot through the first 52 games, but because of a one-year rookie contract, the Sixers felt they might have to overpay him, so therefore they traded him to Houston instead.
The cold, harsh economics, Clark, of the NBA, huh? Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Millsap a screen. Outside Curry. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. A putback and finished off by Collison.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up guys putback slams. That's not the kind of play that can build confidence.
Young outside. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Korver with it. Now defended by McLemore. Collison dishes to Curry. Collison with a screen on Payton. It's Curry with the drive. Here's Collison. The Rockets pull it in. Moniunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Feeds it to McLemore. Back to Payton. Pass to Moniunas. The kick out to Young. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 20. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Collison. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwight Howard. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
The Hawks have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Plumlee sets the pick for Curry. Inside. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Right side, Collison. Kicks it to Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Warren's checked in for the Hawks. Korver comes in for Courtney Lee. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Moniunas is checked in. Moniunas a screen on Curry. And McLemore kicks to Howard. Rebounded by the Hawks. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
Good defensive work there by Young. Rockets trailed by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Payton drives in. Here's Yunus. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's McLemore. Power down with both hands.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Plumlee with the screen. Curry attacking. Outside for Korver. They grabbed their own miss. And another shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And a switch here also for Houston. Ano Ginobili, he's checked in for Nick Young. Ginobili outside. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ginobili kicks to Howard.
There's not a lot you can do when Howard is on like he is now.
Curry against Payton. The pass to Plumlee. Outside Korver. He feeds it to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And the Rockets with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 1. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Korver passes to Curry. Back to Korver. All sorts of time. Oh, no good.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time